Taylor Swift, the name itself is an event, a global superstar. 14 Grammy Awards gleam on her shelf. Yes, 14. She's a songwriter, a singer, a record breaker. From a small town in Pennsylvania to the biggest stages in the world, her journey is legendary. A true pop culture force. Imagine this. Stadiums packed, tens of thousands of fans screaming, singing every single word. That's the Taylor Swift experience. She connects with millions. Her songs are their anthems, their heartbreaks, their joys. She just it. A voice for a generation and then some. Her influence is massive, beyond just music charts. She shifts culture. She inspires trends. She even gets people to vote. When Taylor speaks, people listen. Her power is undeniable. She's built an empire, brick by painstaking brick, all on her own terms. This isn't just fame, it's a phenomenon, an unstoppable era. She's been on top for years and she's not slowing down. How does she do it? Let's dive in. Explore the story, the music, the magic, the one and only Taylor Swift. Long before the stadium lights, Taylor grew up on a farm, a Christmas tree farm, believe it or not, in West Reading, Pennsylvania. She loved stories, loved words, and she loved music, especially country music queens like Shania Twain and Faith Hill. They told stories in their songs, and Taylor wanted to do that too. She started writing songs young, really young, about 12. Her guitar became her best friend. She poured her heart out into lyrics and melodies, writing about her life, her feelings, her observations. She knew, deep down, this was her calling. Nashville was the place to be. So, at just 14 years old, Taylor and her family did something brave. They packed their bags and moved to Nashville, Tennessee, the heart of country music. She had a dream, a very big dream, to become a music star. It wasn't going to be easy, but she was ready. Nashville was tough, full of hopeful singers. She knocked on so many doors, record labels, publishing houses, handing out her demo CDs, playing her songs in tiny cafes, facing rejection, but never giving up. That early grit, it defined her. And it paid off, big time. Then came the breakthrough. Scott Borchetta saw her talent at the Bluebird Cafe. He was starting a new label, Big Machine Records. Taylor became one of its first artists. She was just a teenager, but her vision was crystal clear. She knew who she was and what she wanted to sing. Her first album, Taylor Swift, dropped in 2006. Suddenly, she was on the radio. Songs like Tim McGraw and Teardrops on My Guitar. They were honest, relatable. Teens everywhere felt seen. She wrote about high school, first loves, first heartbreaks. Her lyrics were like diary entries, set to catchy country tunes. Then came Fearless in 2008, and everything exploded. Love Story, You Belong With Me. These songs were massive hits. The album went multi-platinum, selling millions and millions. And then, the Grammys. Fearless won Album of the Year. She was only 20, the youngest ever to win it. Taylor Swift was officially a superstar, a country princess turned pop sensation. She toured the world. Her concerts were legendary, full of sparkle and heart. She wrote all her own songs, a rare thing in pop. This authenticity was her superpower. Fans knew her music was real, straight from her soul. Fame always comes with drama. Taylor learned this early. The 2009 MTV VMAs, Kanye West interrupted her speech. A shocking public moment. The world watched, stunned. It was a lot for anyone, especially a young artist. But Taylor handled it with surprising grace. That wasn't her only public battle. There were media squabbles, misunderstandings blown up. Sometimes it felt like everyone had an opinion about her life, her lyrics, her friends. The spotlight can be harsh, it can try to tear you down. But Taylor found a way to channel the noise into something powerful. She didn't just ignore the critics or the controversies. She wrote about them. Her music became her defense, her diary, her battle cry. Songs like Innocent processed the pain. Later, Look What You Made Me Do flipped the script entirely. She took control of the narrative, turning setbacks into anthems. This became a Taylor Swift trademark: resilience, strength. She'd get knocked down, but she'd always get back up. Stronger, smarter, more creative. The feuds, the drama, they became fuel for her art. And her fans loved her for it. She wasn't afraid to be vulnerable or to stand her ground. Taylor Swift never stays still. Musically, she's a chameleon, always evolving, always surprising. She started in country with pure, heartfelt storytelling. But her ambitions were bigger. She had pop melodies in her head and she wasn't afraid to chase them. A true artist explores, and Taylor explored everything. The album Red in 2012 showed hints of this change. A little more pop, a little rock. Then came 1989 and 2014. Boom! A full-on pop masterpiece. Synth-pop perfection. Songs like Shake It Off and Blank Space dominated the airwaves. She shed her country skin confidently. 1989 was a massive success. It won her another Grammy for Album of the Year, making her the first woman to win that top prize twice. But she didn't stop there. Reputation brought edgy electronic sounds. Lover was bright, romantic pop. She kept pushing her boundaries, always reinventing her sound. Then, a total surprise. During the 2020 pandemic, she released Folklore, an indie folk alternative album. Quiet, introspective, beautiful, followed by its sister, Evermore. Critics raved, fans adored it. Folklore won Album of the Year too, her third. Unbelievable. She proved she could do anything masterfully. Taylor Swift isn't just an artist, she's a savvy businesswoman. She learned a hard lesson, about owning her own work. Her first 6 albums, the master recordings, were sold without her consent to music manager Scooter Braun. Imagine someone else owning your diary, your life's work. It was devastating. She spoke out publicly about artists' rights, about the importance of ownership. Many artists face this, but honestly, few have Taylor's platform. She could have just been angry, she could have given up. But that's not Taylor Swift. She decided to fight back, in the most Taylor way possible. Her brilliant plan? Re-record her old albums. Every song, every note. She called them Taylor's version. This was totally revolutionary. Fans rallied behind her instantly. They wanted to support her, the artist who created the music, not a corporation that bought it. It was a bold move. The Taylor's version albums have been huge successes, breaking streaming records, topping charts all over again. Fearless, Taylor's version, Red, Taylor's version, and more to come. She even added from the vault tracks, unreleased songs from those eras. A gift to her loyal fans. She changed the music industry, forever. Taylor Swift's impact goes far beyond the Billboard charts. She has one of the most dedicated fan bases in the entire world. They call themselves Swifties, and their devotion is legendary. They decode her clues, Easter eggs, they support her fiercely, and they create communities both online and in real life. She cultivates this connection with incredible care. Secret listening sessions, personal interactions on social media. She makes her fans feel seen, heard, valued. It's a two-way street. Their energy fuels her, and her music gives them strength. It's a truly special bond. In recent years, Taylor has also found her political voice. She encourages her fans, especially young people, to register to vote, to get involved, to use their voices for change. Her influence here is significant, inspiring civic engagement on a massive scale. And let's not forget her quiet acts of generosity, donating to food banks, helping fans in need, supporting disaster relief. She uses her platform and wealth to make a positive difference. It's not always publicized, but it's part of who she is. More than just a pop star, a genuine cultural force. Then came the Eras Tour. Not just a concert, a cultural phenomenon, a 3-hour-plus journey through every era of her music, from Taylor Swift to Midnights. Each album gets its moment, its own stunning visuals, its own unique atmosphere. It's a feat of artistry and, honestly, stamina. The demand for tickets? Absolutely unprecedented. It broke records, it broke websites. Millions wanted to be there to witness the magic live. The tour became a global event, boosting economies in every city. Hotels, restaurants, local businesses, all felt the Taylor Swift effect. It's more than a tour, it's an economic engine. Fans don't just attend, they participate. Dressing up in elaborate costumes, representing their favorite eras, trading friendship bracelets, singing every lyric at the top of their lungs. The energy in those stadiums, electric, unforgettable. It's a celebration of her career, and a celebration of community. The Eras Tour cemented her status as one of the greatest performers of all time. Period. The scale is immense, the production is breathtaking, but at its heart, it's still Taylor and her songs, connecting with each person in a crowd of 70,000. That's her unique gift. That's the power of Eras. So why Taylor Swift? Why does she continue to dominate year after year, album after album? It's her incredible songwriting, that ability to capture feelings so perfectly, so universally. She writes about love, loss, joy, anger, in ways that resonate deeply, across ages, across borders. Her words stick with you. It's her relentless evolution. She's never afraid to change, to try new sounds, new styles. From country girl to pop queen to folk storyteller, she keeps her audience guessing, excited for what's next, while always staying true to her core identity as a writer. That blend of risk and authenticity. Her business smarts are key too, taking control of her music, her image, her career. The Taylor's Version project was a masterstroke. She's not just playing the game, she's changing the rules for herself and for other artists. She's an inspiration, a true industry leader. Ultimately, Taylor Swift reigns because she connects with millions of people on a profoundly personal level. Her music is their soundtrack. Her journey is their inspiration. She's more than a celebrity. She's a companion, a confidant. Her legacy is already secure as a songwriter, a performer, and a cultural icon for the ages.